aspects of really getting through into that final third, and just in terms of shooting, or just what do you think that's kind of like final piece?
Yeah, I mean, I think the way you just ended it, the final piece is everything, and that's the little margins that make or break a win, make or break a team. I think that, and I think to like the earlier in the season when those margins were in our favor, there was that little moment of like magic, or that little moment of like, of playing off one another, and that and on the same kind of on the same page. And it's not, I feel like, again, we kind of have this story of like of dominating and possession and getting into the good areas and like being in those moments. But again, marginal things on the final piece. I think for us too, the importance of scoring early and is like almost to kind of like emphasize that our imprint on the game. I think that like, again, possession in the final third is massive for us, but then again, early finishes is kind of like what we're chasing after to really put a team on their back foot and make them have to change for us. And yeah, I mean, but with everything with football, like as marginal as it is one way, it can go the other way just as quickly. So that's the mentality we have, and continue to believe and think that it will swing our way. It will swing our way. Anyone else in the room? And more, and then Abraham.
Thank you. I think taking into account that you only have 2 more matches at home, and the push for the playoffs is still there. You are in 4th place, and how important is to try to recover in the away games. You have more away games now. How important is going to be in the next phase of the season?
Yeah. So September, we did have quite, we have Orlando at the end of the month, and we've kind of coming to not many more home games. I think that for us, home or away, we are very cognizant of the fact that there are only so many games in order for us to secure that playoff spot and secure our place in it. And that is always on the forefront of our mind. That being said, I feel as well that when we are away, we do have a very strong mentality of picking up points and winning on the road as well. And so for us, and knowing us being in that position as well, it's not something that any of us are afraid of as well. Like, that's not something that we look at and think, oh no, like and we look at that and we think, wow, like that's an opportunity. I think teams look at that and know our track record away as well, and they have to consider that.
Last one from Abraham, Walt Kenza.
Can you describe the mood in the locker room? Is it frustrating right now with the great team's recent performances, or it seems like you guys have a very different kind of mentality with it?
Yeah, I'd say that we very much are still on the same page, in the sense, like, again, like in the locker room, there's always, I mean, it ebbs and flows, and like any locker room, there are definitely different. We all meet each other, and we're trying to meet each other in the ways in which we need to meet each other. But the same sentiment is always said of, we're on top of this. We feel it. It's contagious. It's that belief. It's, almost like faking it till you make it. And like that mentality is still very shared amongst us in the locker room, and nothing has changed in that. Nothing has changed in that from the beginning of the season. And that's why I know, having been a part of many locker rooms, many teams, successes and not so much success, but that's when I know that we are very, very still much in this, and it's, again, marginal things that come and go in your way, but it's inevitable for us because of that mentality we still have in the locker room. And again, been a part of very many different locker rooms, and I know that for a fact that with us and the way we are with one another, it's still there for us.
Thank you, Kyra.
Yeah.